How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days
all
ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly
From political aide to Director General in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be Emperor by next month.
for a better NLA and a better
Irina?
tomorrow.
Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for Best Ass Kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Allez, bonjour à tous. On se retrouve sur Quetzal Games, sur Xenoblade Chronicles X, pour l'épisode 3. Voilà, donc on est arrivé à New Los Angeles, qui est l'habitat, la nouvelle ville, enfin là où habitent les gens, quoi, maintenant. Vous avez vu dans la cinématique précédente que, il y a une espèce de président, un mec qui s'est arrogé le pouvoir. Qu'on a ici une espèce de pourcentage. Alors, pourcentage de quoi? Je ne sais pas. Ils l'ont peut-être expliqué en cinématique, mais alors je l'ai pas vu. Qu'on a une lune magnifique aussi en fond. Et que sinon, la ville est plutôt gigantesque. Voilà. Et que voilà enfin. Waouh. Ça, ce sont les scales. Et celui-là m'a pas l'air d'être taillé pour le combat. Mais enfin, nous verrons bien. On va avancer. Donc la dernière fois nous avions fini le prologue. Et là il s'agit vraiment de poser le contexte.
Damn it! Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
Alors, demander son âge. Pourquoi je lui demanderais quel âge elle a? On va demander ce qui s'est passé avec les gaz d'échappement.
Yeah. Well, that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Ok, donc membre de l'équipe. Ok. Donc ah oui, donc je vous précise, donc en off, je me suis occupé des équipements. J'ai juste échangé avec ce qu'on avait droppé, j'ai rien acheté. Et au niveau des arts, donc j'ai réorganisé un petit peu l'ordre des arts sur l'interface en combat pour m'y retrouver. Et puis j'ai amélioré alors un petit peu chaque art et principalement aussi les offensifs. Parce que comme vous aviez vu, on avait un petit peu de mal à tuer les monstres de notre niveau rapidement. Donc voilà, c'est ce que j'ai fait. Ok, donc on est là. On a vu un Skell s'écraser. Cette gamine, c'est celle qui doit... Alors, on doit aller où? C'est pas marqué? Je sais pas. Là, on aura une quête. Ah, pilote de transporteur. Alors, attendez, on va voir un truc. J'ai pas encore le truc des missions. Bon bah écoutez, on va parler au pilote du transporteur et on verra bien.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center of the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we'd better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Ok, donc, hop. Donc, petite cinématique qui nous a permis de présenter la ville avec ses 4 quartiers, comme vous l'avez vu, commercial, industriel, résidentiel et administratif. Ici, on est dans le quartier administratif, en dessous de la tour du Blade ou sur les côtés, dans la... comment on appelle ça? L'allée des armes, donc je suppose que c'est le coin shopping, mais professionnel, quoi. C'est là où on fera nos achats d'armes, si on en achète. Et là, on arrive à la caserne, donc le Hall Blade. Très bien.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
Alors, demander des détails sur l'enregistrement, froncer les sourcils et ne rien dire. Mais non, on va demander des questions. Enfin, on va poser des questions.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Demandez comment l'humanité s'est retrouvée sur Mira. Demandez plus d'informations sur le Blade. Demandez des détails sur l'enregistrement. Alors l'enregistrement, on s'en fout, ils vont nous l'expliquer de toute façon. Comment l'humanité s'est retrouvée sur Mira, on le sait déjà. Je voudrais des informations sur le Blade, je pense. Parce que on sait comment elle s'est retrouvée sur Mira. La Terre a servi de champ et son orbite a servi de champ de bataille entre deux races extraterrestres. La Terre a explosé, des arches ont été envoyées, il y en a quelques-unes qui ont survécu. La Grande Blanche, c'est celle dans laquelle on était en stase, et la Grande Blanche s'est écrasée sur Mira parce que les extraterrestres les ont retrouvés. Donc bon, ça on le sait. Alors on va demander des informations sur le Blade. Sur le Blade, pardon.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the lifehold. Are in the lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Bah, du coup, on va se demander sur l'humanité. Ils ont peut-être des détails qu'on n'a pas eu dans la cinématique, mais au moins on a eu des réponses sur le Blade. On sait que maintenant c'est une organisation qui est faite pour protéger, trouver des ressources aussi bien nourriture qu'énergétique, et rechercher les survivants éventuels au crash du vaisseau. Donc, du coup, bah, on va demander si ils ont peut-être des détails en plus. Ça serait intéressant de savoir. Savoir si la ville a toujours... Enfin, comment ça s'est passé, ou ce genre de trucs. Comment ils ont géré après l'atterrissage, ou ce genre de choses. Alors on se lance, se renseigner.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus. And no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission. Find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Bon, bah du coup, comme on nous propose tous les choix... C'est quoi l'enregistrement?
Ah yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, Even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Chapitre 1, mission. Ok, donc récompense, une armure. Très bien. Première mission du jeu. Intérieur de la caserne. Ok. Donc on est au 4/5e du premier chapitre. C'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Donc mission. Notre seule et unique mission donc, du chapitre 1. Comme mission prioritaire confirmée. Voilà. Eh bien... Nous pouvons ressortir ici. C'est parti.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Demandez ce qu'est un scale, observez le scale avec envie. J'ai envie de faire les deux. on va l'admirer. On aura de toute façon des informations plus tard.
Now this guy gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Alors, direction le tableau d'émission qui est là. En tout cas, pour l'instant, bon, beaucoup de cinématiques. En même temps, c'est normal, on nous fait visiter la ville qui est immense. Mais on nous prend vraiment pour un génie du combat.
We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
Ok. La console de recrutement. Ah, c'est là-bas, pardon, c'est pas ça. C'est ce qu'il y a en bas? Mais oui, je suis stupide.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you're ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Mais écoutez, je pense que pour l'épisode d'aujourd'hui, on va s'arrêter. Il y a eu pas mal de blabla, en même temps c'est normal, hein, on est vraiment dans une zone introductive. Tac tac tac, bon on a vu un peu les scales, on a eu des informations sur le... sur la destruction de l'humanité, sur New LA, sur Mira, etc. Donc je propose qu'on s'arrête là pour aujourd'hui, l'épisode a duré un petit peu plus d'une demi-heure. Ça va être le format des épisodes de Xenoblade Chronicles, je ne le changerai pas parce que... à mes yeux, c'est un jeu qui est tellement long et tellement complexe que des épisodes de 20-25 minutes, ça serait un petit peu court. Donc voilà, donc on se retrouvera pour le prochain épisode dans quelques jours. Et puis j'espère que ça vous a plu, je vous souhaite une bonne soirée et à bientôt, bye bye.